Here's something you've probably never noticed. When someone disrespects you and you defend yourself, they don't back down. They double down every single time. And there's a psychological reason for that, one that explains why some people never get disrespected twice, because they discovered something the rest of us missed. A micro behavior so subtle, it rewires the interaction before it even starts. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let me show you what I mean. Behavior number 1. 3 seconds of eye contact, then you look away like they bored you. Most people think staring someone down is power. It's not. That's just aggression. What actually breaks someone is when you look at them like you're studying something mildly interesting, then casually look away. Not in anger, in disinterest. Here's why. Disrespect is a test. They're checking if you'll react. Anger makes them right. Silence makes them confused. But boredom, that makes them irrelevant. Next time someone says something disrespectful, hold eye contact for 3 seconds, completely neutral, then shift your attention to literally anything else. Your phone, the wall, doesn't matter. Watch how fast they scramble to get your attention back. But here's where people mess this up. They think staying calm means staying quiet. It doesn't. Behavior number 2. You compliment them so flatly it feels like an insult. When someone disrespects you and you respond with, "I appreciate your perspective," completely monotone, zero emotion, you just flipped the entire power dynamic, because disrespect only works if you absorb it. If you deflect it with eerie calmness, it just hangs in the air and they're stuck holding it. Picture this. Someone says, "Wow, didn't think you'd have an opinion on this." Most people defend themselves. You smile barely and say, "Yeah, thanks for listening though." Then you're done. No explanation, no emotion, just exit. They'll replay that interaction all day trying to figure out why it felt so wrong, because their disrespect landed on nothing. Now, the third one is brutal because it makes them feel completely erased and they won't even know why. Behavior number 3, you let them finish, pause 2 seconds, then completely change the subject. This is the equivalent of walking out while they're mid-sentence, except you're still standing there. When someone disrespects you, let them finish their little performance. Don't interrupt, don't react, just wait. 2 full seconds of silence, then turn to someone else like nothing happened. Anyway, what were you saying earlier? What you just did. You treated their disrespect like background noise, a sneeze, something forgettable. And when you deny someone the validation of your reaction, they don't feel powerful. They feel invisible. That sticks with them way longer than any comeback. But if you really want to see someone unravel, the 4th behavior exposes something they're hiding from themselves. Behavior number 4. You match their exact words back to them as a genuine question. This one is psychological warfare. When someone disrespects you, repeat their statement back as if you're genuinely trying to understand it. Someone says, "That's the dumbest thing I've heard today." You pause, tilt your head. "The dumbest thing you've heard today? What makes it dumb?" Not sarcastic, not defensive, genuinely curious. Now they're trapped. They either have to explain why they insulted you, which exposes them, or backpedal and look weak. Either way, you win. Because you stayed curious while they revealed how desperate they were for you to break. And when you don't, the regret hits immediately. Now here's the one nobody talks about because it sounds insane, but it rewires the room in 10 seconds. Behavior number 5. You step closer, not away. Every instinct tells you to create distance when disrespected. Do the opposite. When someone disrespects you in a group, take 1 small step toward them, not aggressive, just grounded, and hold your position. Don't say anything, just stand there. Present, unbothered. Here's the psychology. Dominance is spatial. When you refuse to shrink, everyone notices. The person who disrespected you especially, because stepping closer signals you're not threatened, you're not reactive, you're just there. And that confidence makes them second-guess everything they just said. You defended your presence without defending your words. But the 6th one is the trap most people never see coming, and once you spring it, they can't escape. Behavior number 6. You ask them to repeat themselves slowly. When someone says something disrespectful, look at them and calmly say, "Sorry, can you say that again?" Slowly. Not because you didn't hear them, but because you're making them hear themselves. Disrespect survives in speed. It's meant to sting and move on. But when you force them to slow down and repeat it, the words lose power. They sound childish, mean, small. And here's the best part. You don't even need to respond after they repeat it. Just nod. Let the silence do the work. They just heard their own disrespect in slow motion, and that awareness is the regret. But the 7th behavior, this one doesn't give them regret in the moment. It gives them regret for months. Behavior number 7. You remember, and you become permanently different toward them. Here's the truth most people avoid. Real power isn't in the comeback, it's in the withdrawal. When someone disrespects you, you don't need to argue, you just remember. And the next time they want your energy, your time, your warmth, it's not there anymore. Not obvious, not petty, just gone. You're polite, professional. But the ease, the generosity, the version of you that actually cared, they lost access to that. And here's what happens. They'll notice the shift. They won't know when it happened, but they'll feel it. And that absence will haunt them more than anything you could have said in the moment. Because people don't regret disrespecting you when you fight back. They regret it when they realize what they lost. So here's the thing. Most people think respect is something you demand. It's not. It's something you reclaim by refusing to shrink when someone tries to make you small. These 7 behaviors aren't tricks. They're boundaries. And the people who test you, they'll feel exactly what they created. Not because you punish them, but because you made them face the version of themselves that thought disrespect would work. That realization is the regret. And honestly, most of you will still defend yourselves next time because silence feels like losing. But that's exactly why you keep getting disrespected. Think about it.